Should probably grab some paintbrushes. This comes with like an aqua brush, but I think I want a set of like real brushes. So just a second, join the chat while I'm over here looking for paintbrushes. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, I'm actually gonna switch to these transit brushes. So I don't know if you were in my for the sketchbook and wall make challenge last week, but I made this little painting, and I have to I'm doing a collab with Gravy, and I need to use their stuff. So I thought I could make this little painting, but like on this absolutely ginormous piece of paper. Hi, welcome. So I already started sketching it out a little bit, and then I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna start. I don't really have any sort of plan. This is really cool. I don't have any watercolor sets like this. I opened it up earlier. It looks awesome. Okay, here's the interesting part. Ooh, I think that's so cool. Okay, if you were here last week and you didn't see the finished sketchbook flip through, I could show it to you if you want, or you could wait till Friday because that's when I'll be posting my full YouTube video about it. This is so fun though. I think it's supposed to be like a to-go palette. It definitely folds up and like comes with an aqua brush to be a to-go palette. But I don't have anywhere to go right now, and I need to make a video, so I'm just gonna use it here. Sweet, yeah. Then if you wait and see it in the full video, you can like it'll be more magical or something. I don't know. I just worked really hard on the video, so I hope people can see it. Can you say hi? Yeah, sure. I can say hi. Hi, pumpkin55569. I made this small painting in a sketchbook challenge last week, and I took this photo in the woods myself, and it's like it has like more on both sides, but I made it small for the sketchbook. Hi, and so I'm doing a giant version of it with these gravy paints I need to test out. They also sent me these acrylic markers, so I'm gonna try and work those in here somewhere too. And I don't really know where to start. I don't usually make giant art. I love the colors. Me too. And look, these are like so shiny. I don't even know what I would use these for, but I just love them. I did like one giant oil pastel piece, and that is like all. Also, you might hear like a frog in the background. I live out in the country. I got like a frog living outside my window in here. I don't even know how to set up like a good angle to like start somewhere. I kind of want to start on the moss. Also, I love this little dish I have for water. It came with like a teacup. I don't know, I should maybe start with like just some like blocking out back layers, so I might choose this big brush. Oh, thank you. That's very kind. I've been working on my skill for quite some time, so like I don't know. I was like okay. I lost my whole train of thought there. I've been working as an artist for a long time, so like I've acquired skill throughout like whatever like within practice. Like I wasn't just magically started out being like amazing as art like born with it. I just had like a passion and worked really hard to get where I am. So I'm saying it's attainable for if you're interested, you know, just like really commit to it. Oh gosh, I really don't want, they're so pretty. I really don't want to mess them up. Should I start with the brown or the green? Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It started at 6 and I 12. See, yeah, that's a long, I bet you made like a lot of progress in that time. It's really fun to like keep like some pieces of art from like when you first start or like just like throughout like just like little progress updates and like keep them so you can like flip back through them later and like really see how much you've grown. It's like so fun. It's also something weird is like sometimes I'll make art and then I don't appreciate it and I don't like it and I don't share it, and then I'll find it like years later and I'll be like, this is absolutely gorgeous, and I'll like I'll use it for stuff as like you grow fondness for the art over time. Like maybe I'm like too stuck in it when I'm making it, then like later I can really appreciate it for I don't know. All right. I really this paper's huge. I really don't know how to get like a good angle. Hi everybody. I made this tiny painting and I'm now making it an absolutely giant painting. I'm just gonna block out some colors I think first. There's lots of moss on this log in the background and there's a snail in the middle. I took the photo, so I'm really excited about this project. I tried to do a sketch and it's kind of not helpful at all. I'm glancing over the picture. Also, this palette is so cool if you guys didn't see it before. I don't know how to get to like those colors in the middle, but yeah, I'm gonna make a huge mess with this. I can already tell, but it looks friggin' awesome. Oh, you started at 5 and now you're 10 and you still can't do it? Oh, good night. I mean, just like if you're passionate about it, don't give up. Have a great night. And I mean, like, art is subjective, so it's probably gorgeous, and you're just like judgmental to your own self. It happens to the best of us. Okay, just keep trying and have a great night. Thanks for popping into my life. Ah, thanks. That's so nice. Then you can. My video about this sketchbook is coming out on Friday. You could like take a peek at it if you want. I'm pretty excited about it. I was working on it for. I was working on it a little bit for the past couple days, but I spent like half of the day today working on it. And to be fair, my connection was like my internet was a little bit slow, so I probably could have done it faster. But I really invested the time in it. I was like checking out all the CapCut features. I'm really nervous blocking out these colors in the background, and I would probably normally spend like a lot more time staring at it and trying to make sure everything's in the right spot. But I don't want to bore you guys with me just like staring off into nothing, so I'm just gonna get started. And if it's not exact, we will deal with that later. We'll adapt or we'll color over it. People say that you can't color over watercolor. That like that's the downside is like once you put it somewhere, it's stuck there. What kind of clothing do you wear? Like hoodies or regular? Uh, I wear a variety of clothes. I'd say I do wear a lot of hoodies. I get cold, uh, but I also hate being like really hot. I don't know. I hate like being either really cold or really hot, which is like obviously you're probably like, well, everybody hates that, but it like really annoys me. So if I'm cold, I'll wear like a hoodie all the time, or if I'm hot, I'll wear like shorts like 100% of the time. Really depends on the weather. I don't know, like being too hot or too cold like just makes me dizzy. Right now I'm wearing a t-shirt I got at Five Below. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that's been like watching my lives. It is like you're doing amazing things for my YouTube watch hours, and I am so grateful for you. If you don't know what what I'm talking about, is like when you make videos on YouTube, you have like YouTube watch hours, and for every 1 hour someone watches your content, you get another hour on the YouTube thing. And if you get 3,000 hours, you can get like some sort of monetization. And if you get 4,000, you can get like the ads they play on my videos. Like if I get 4,000 watch hours, I could get money from that, would be super cool. My main motive is to like share my art, but I'm not gonna lie and say that I don't be checking my YouTube watch hours. And usually my shorts are what does the best, but like, hi, welcome. Yeah, I don't get that a lot, but I get some views. Yeah. But usually my shorts are what gets like most watch hours, but they count separately from the other watch hours, so they don't really mean anything to me. But since I started doing lives, like my regular watch hours were growing, and it's like so crazy. You guys are like doing fantastic things for me. Hello, Kane the man. Sorry guys, I'm so bad at. I was gonna say I'm so bad at reading, but I don't think that's true. I'm just not good at news ornaments or like apparently references. I've learned that chatting with you all the past couple of weeks, because I really don't get as many references as I thought I did. I'm really not sure what like the sketch I was doing is about. It's like not super accurate to the photo at all. Paint. That's so true. Sorry, let me scroll up. Your bag. I don't know how to make shorts. Um, like post shorts on YouTube or like physically like make them. Sorry, I know a lot about shorts, so if you just like phrase your question in a way I can understand it, which it's not you, it's me. I am not the best with questions, but I can probably answer your questions. Welcome back. Just like if it's posting, when you go to like I just click like the plus button in regular YouTube, not like YouTube Studio or anything. Um, and then it's just a short or live or whatever or post, and I just click short. If it's like recording them, I just choose like the um vertical setting on my phone and record. Hello, Kane. I just record and then I'll just record like little bits that are interesting. And it's like you can I think you can do this in YouTube as well, but like I usually edit my videos on TikTok. I'll like record them in apps, so I just record little bits at a time. And then when I go to post, you can like you pick a sound, and then you can pick some hashtags or say a little bit of something in the description. Then you just post it. That's my general description on how to post shorts. But if you tell me what your exact question was, I can probably assist you better. Also, how was everyone's day? It's nighttime now, so your day is probably coming to an end unless you do not live in the same what is that time zone I live in? And there's a good chance you don't because great. Oh, that's awesome. I love when everyone has a great day. I learned a lot of people watch me from Australia and a couple of people from Germany as well. So I never really. I'm always like asking stuff like, "How's your day?" and the people will be like, "Oh, it's only lunchtime." So I don't really know how to phrase that question in a better way. That's nice, nice. Yeah, so I also don't want to be like like popping in the chat and be like, "Hey everybody, where do you live?" so I can frame my questions better because that just sounds so creepy of me. Oh gosh, I think let me see. This definitely is supposed to have the moss on it here, and this is not so much moss. That means this area. Yeah, I really don't know what these sections I made are for. I'm putting an awful lot of water on this paper. This is the first page I've used in this, so I. It's obviously it's watercolor paper, so I sort of like know how it works. But I feel like every watercolor, every kind of paper is just like a little bit different. So I don't really know a lot about this paper. I'm really just going for it. Here we go. I love that for you. Thank you for the update. I also haven't forgotten about everyone's drawing requests from last week. I need to find the sketchbook I want to use to draw them and then sketch them out a little bit in there. That's fun. It's kind of fun when everyone like enjoys your art. I was never, I don't know, ever. I wasn't frequently like the best at like the best in my classes at art in school. There's always like someone who was like super good, and I was just like, they were like, oh, your art's cool, but I was never like a, you know, the big cool person. So that sounds pretty fun. To be to have your class like think that your art is awesome. I love that for you. But also me not being like the biggest popular art person, and now people complimenting my art so often. Like that really just proves what I was saying, like that it's really all about. Can you be moderator, please? I didn't even know I could have moderators. My sister usually comes in here. If I need a moderator, I'll probably hook her up with a job. Oh yeah, but that's like me not being the best at art when I was a kid. Well, I wasn't like bad at it, I don't think, but like I wasn't the best. But like now, people really enjoy my art. Like that's just to show it's really not about like you're not just like born with it. It's like you just work really hard, or you do it a lot. And I just use like all this water. Just pour that on there. I was like, guys, just work really hard, and then I was just over here dumping water on my painting. Also, it's important to remember, art is subjective, and it's not objectively like good or bad. I maybe should have taken this page off so I don't like get the other pages all wet. But oop, I think it's gonna be okay. Hi, welcome. Oh, thank you for the hearts. That's so nice. The green is kind of looking good. I really like this palette. Awesome. I need to like prop this up somewhere so I don't get it. I've already spilled a whole thing of dirty, nasty paint water in the back of it and half a can of blackberry Dr. Pepper. So if I can avoid getting anything else in here, that'd be fantastic. That fits up there pretty nicely. I don't really know where to like put I guess I can just hold it. Make sure it's clean on the bottom before I rest it for there. I just bonged my head on the light of my tripod. Let me move it for. There we go. Thank you. I love the green hearts for like it's very much matching the mossy vibe. Hi, welcome. It's Toasted 1706. I thought this piece of hair was like a pencil line, and I was like, that's like doodle means nothing to me. Sorry, I haven't joined in a while. I've been busy with school. That's alright. How's school going? Doing anything cool or fun, or is it just like the time of year where you're doing a bunch of tests or something? I don't know. I'm not in the loop. Good, thanks for asking. Excellent. I love when everyone's doing good. It's such nice vibes here. I mean, even if you're not doing good, I mean, you don't have to say you're doing good just because I said the vibes are good. I just mean like very excellent that everyone's doing good. Just a little underpainting. Here a bit. Oh, you can't even see anymore. It's a little bit over here. Oops, that's really dark. You have to go now. All right. Bye. Thanks for like hopping in. I post regular videos too, so if there's ever like if my live hours just aren't good for you, you can always pop in and like watch one of those if you want to. Alright, the green's looking pretty. To be honest, it's just the underpainting is looking kind of fun. Okay, now for the log. Obviously, I want to choose like brown because that's like log color, but it's really not the colors we have going on in the photo. Maybe I'll do the underpainting like a blue or something, and then whatever brown I need can go on top. Now, okay, great. There's like a little key on the bottom because I can't really tell what these are when they're not. Maybe one of these. I don't know, I'll just test some things out. The paint water is really green. That might affect this in some sort of way. Oh, that looks very pretty. You lost your phone gardening, just found it. I like little garden things. Here, I'll be right back. Watch my painting for me. Well, how did the gardening going? I see you put catnip in your lettuce bed. That made me giggle. Also, this is the sister I was talking about before. Somebody asked if they could be moderator, and I was like, I didn't even know YouTube had moderators. But if I need a moderator, I have a gal for the job already. Sorry guys, I hope the shaking's not too bad. The painting's so big, like the it's gonna look like the ugly stage or whatever it's called. I feel like it's gonna be there for a while. Like we're just doing the underpainting, and I'm already like, I should maybe just focus in on one area and make that really detailed instead of working on the whole thing slowly. So that way I can see that it's gonna be good and not lose motivation for it. It's something I do really like about going live, is that like I'm kind of committed to the pieces because like I've shown them to everybody. So like if I like just stop working on them, someone's bound to be like, oh, like what's the update on that incredibly large snail painting you started on a whim? And then I'm gonna have to admit that I abandoned it, and I don't really want to do that. So I'm pretty committed to the painting. Let's get a little purple in here, I think. Okay, I thought it was purple and it was just blue. So let me go. Let me find another color. Ooh, I just stuck my finger in the green. It's going good. Okay, I think these are the purples. Message retracted. Sorry, I didn't even see the message. Or maybe you retracted it because you didn't want me to see it. This one looks pretty purpley. Oh wait, C19 looks better. Oh well. Or yeah, this one. Here, let me angle it so you can see. It's so pretty, thank you. This is the small version I did, and we're doing the large version of it now. Okay, that color wasn't purple at all. So let's go in with this one. That's much more purple. Yeah, very nice. If you guys were here for my Fill a Sketchbook and Wall Make challenge last week, that's the sketchbook back there. I finished editing the YouTube video today. My goodness, there's like a little moth trying to drown in my watercolors. I finished the video today and I uploaded it for Friday. I just need to make like a thumbnail and make like the description and whatnot, but we're getting somewhere. It's set, it's ready. It shall be posted on Friday. Lovebug says hi. Hello, Lovebug. I don't know if you guys actually say hi when it says that, because it's like, it says hi, and it has like a little wave for me. And I don't know if you guys are actually saying hi, or if like YouTube is just telling me did. Well, did you answer my question? That's my sister, guys. Gosh, the underpainting, I'm sure it's gonna be fine. I can see the vision. I don't know why the underpainting's scaring me so much. You hit the button because it was there. Oh, okay, cool. So YouTube is like doing the option, but you guys do it. You guys are the ones doing it. I think we're getting a little bit too purple. Well, let's head back in for some blue. That one's also purple now. Okay. There we go. I don't really know where to set these where they're not getting all wet. Just prop them up or something. Okay. What am I doing? So I did this sketchbook last week. I did a Fill a Sketchbook and Wall Make challenge, and this snail that I painted is like a piece I've been procrastinating since last summer when I took a photo of it. But I just like needed another page in my book, so I painted it a little bit, and I actually love it now. So now I'm doing a humongous giant version of it, but I'm doing the underpainting of it, which is probably the least interesting part of the painting to watch. I'm not sure. But we're also chatting while we're doing that, so feel free to be chatting. You're watching Scream 7. Nice drawing, thank you. The Fill a Sketchbook in 1 Week challenge will be up on Friday, but I also went live every day while doing it. So if you're interested in any of it, like before Friday, I think my live saved my profile. I don't know if I've seen any of the Scream movies. This purple is like the underpainting for like the log. Oh, you can't even see the painting back there anymore for like the log, and the green is for the moss. It's not exact where probably where it all needs to be, but it's will be good enough for moving on to the second layer. I shared your life with more of my friends and they all love you. Yay! I'm really trying to get those my YouTube watch hours. I it was really fun with like the slow, gradual process of it, and just like enjoying the ride. But now, since I started going lives and like started getting a lot more watch hours, I feel like it's actually something attainable that I could do. So I'm trying to like lock in and really commit to it. Um, I really want. I think it'll help me like commit to being more active on YouTube because I do post every week on YouTube, but TikTok has been my main platform. But with all the AI going on TikTok, I'm trying to really move to YouTube as my main platform. So I think like having the goal of working on my watch hours will really keep me. Um, I don't know. It will keep my interest over on YouTube until it fully becomes like my main platform in my head. Because like I wanted YouTube to be my main platform for a while. I always think like YouTube is like timeless. It's way more timeless than TikTok. Like TikTok will never really have its crash and burn, and I think it's coming soon. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I've been wanting to switch to YouTube being my full platform, but I just can't help it. Like YouTube, like TikTok, I use it like a search engine, so I just be opening up the app all the time. Where do I live? I do have like my state as like common knowledge on my shop, so I will say I live in the U.S. and I live in Kansas. But only because it's like already common information out there, I'm truly afraid of scams and getting doxxed and people knowing where I live. So I also almost impulsively just told my zip code the other day on live when someone asked where I lived. I like don't even know where it came from. I was just like, yeah, I just got whooped out my zip code. That would have been a crazy thing for me to do. Good thing I didn't do it. I do frequently want to ask like the chat where they live because I'm like curious because I have a lot of people who watch from Australia and now some people from Germany from the other day. But that's also like so creepy. I feel like you're like just watching. I'm like, hey guys, where do you live? Like, please don't get anyone your personal information online. Don't give anyone your address. But like time was cool. Like everyone could share like their time or something. For me, it is 9:06 p.m. on Wednesday the 22nd. Okay, a decent underpainting, I feel. And I don't think I want to start the snail yet, so I really gotta pick like an area and start it. Maybe wherever's the most dry. Maybe I'll just blend together some underpainting while I ponder. Maybe I'll just start like the area around the snail. I can set my little water cup in the middle. I've put like two of these little cups of water into this paper, so part of it is definitely gonna need time to dry. I need a smaller paintbrush too. Okay, let's see what we have going on here. This tiny one might be good, or maybe this one. Oh, that one looks great. Okay, hold on. I'll take this one and this one. Yeah, that's what we'll use for now. Then if I'm just working on one spot, I won't be constantly setting the paint palette right in wet paint either. Okay, let me zoom in on my photo just around the snail so I have like a good area to focus on. I think I'm going to start maybe in this area because you guys can see that well. And this paintbrush is all dirty from last time I used it. I wiped it and like just washing it in there and like all the paint came off in like a crusty kind of way. In my defense, the sketchbook and 1 week challenge was very chaotic. So not everything got cleaned up. Like after the challenge I had to clean off I have like a packing station right by my desk and I was just like stashing all the supplies I was using on. Cause when I had like a free moment I was painting something. There's like I can't find a good way to set this down for now. We'll just leave it like that. No, it's breaking away. Okay. I'm gonna put this little piece down in the back. There we go. Anyway, so Gravy sent me some stuff as a collab. That's the brand of this paint. And they didn't really have any guidelines. Like, they were just like, yeah, like at least 1 TikTok video per item. More is appreciated. And I did like an unboxing, so I'm like I'm like in the clear. Like I no longer need to be going crazy, even though I was planning on doing like a painting with them. But for some reason, I have committed to making this absolutely giant painting with the stuff they sent me. Nobody asked me to do that. That is something I decided to do for no reason. I was way too busy to do the Phyllis Sketchbook and 1 week challenge last week, but I did it, so I really don't have time to be doing this. My art shop is relaunching on May 1st, and I'm definitely supposed to be working on all that, but instead I'm like really interested in doing a bunch of YouTube lives. And I was trying to work on like making some stickers on my live the other night, but it wasn't that interesting to you guys, which is fine. Like, I can just do that during the day. It's probably more efficient anyway. I don't have to be like interesting. I can just like walk in. But I mean, like part of the challenge is like the reason I did that challenge last week is because I wanted to make like more art and fit it into my schedule better. An hour, and I will go to another live. Is that okay? Yeah. If you stay and watch for an hour, that would be so lovely. So I'd say like the challenge did its purpose. You know, like I'm squeezing in time to make more art, and that's good for me. And I'm very excited about I'm trying to commit to like at least 4 YouTube lives a week. Like the second half of the week, like Wednesday through Saturday, I want to go live at like 8:39 to as late as 12, but probably not that late every night, so I can sleep a bit. And I really want to be making art in most times, like most, if not every live. So I think it'll be really great to keep me accountable making more art consistently. Sometimes when I'm like working on like making products for my art, it feels like creative enough to me that I'm like don't like have the time or like need to actively be making more art. But I don't know. There's something like so good for me about continuing to make art. It like keeps me growing in my skill and keeps my mind focused and active and I mean I don't know. And like when I don't make it for a while, I start to get like stuck in like some sort of like decision fatigue for like what I should make and when I should make it, and what medium and all that crap. But like when I'm making art a lot, like it just starts to flow a bit. Like I get ideas and I don't get stuck on them, I just do them. Like this, I started on a whim. So I would say the challenge was a success. I'm thinking about doing them more often. Like on the last day, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna do one of these challenges for quite some time, and it was my first for the Sketchbook in 1 week challenge. And I was relieved like on the last day, but I did it. I finished it. And then like a few days later, I was like, maybe I'll do one of these every month. But I don't think I'm gonna do one every month. Maybe like every 2 or 3 months, I'll do like a Phil sketchbook a moment challenge. I'm kind of excited to see how this turns out. I really like making details, and with like a piece this big, I could be really making some details. I was like so tired when I started the live, and like the painting and chatting with you guys is waking me up, and so I definitely think like painting a live is fantastic. Because like when I'm just painting by myself, if I get drowsy, like sometimes I'll just go right to bed. Like I won't push through. But right now, chatting with you guys, like I am getting more energized and interested in the project. Also, if I hadn't been on live, I wouldn't have just like done that like this backwash everywhere. I would have like overthought it for a while, and I maybe would have come to like a better solution or a better plan. But just getting started is good. So I should just do that more often. Figure it out along the way. I sometimes get stuck in like the planning and stuff. But like here's the thing. Like I took this photo and you guys can't even see the photo, so if it looks a little different, who's really gonna know it's me? I have no idea what color I'm using right now. It kind of looks like black. See, yeah, I think it's black. I didn't really intend to use black, but it's gonna be fine. I know there's like a rule about art, like it does make my paint color really gross about like not using straight black, but it's gonna be alright. I've not used that much of it. Switch to blue or something. I can't really tell what the colors are like this, and then they have like a key here, which is very fantastic and helpful. But I'm not using it. I'm just dipping colors in. This is blue. I thought it was purple. I always can never tell what color any of the paints are and kind of just go for it. But then I'll use a palette enough times and I'll just like memorize what colors are going to are. It's part of the learning process of like that should have been up here. Part of the learning process of a new palette. The paper sounds kind of nice on the paper. Going for some kind of brown maybe. It looked like it was supposed to be like so stormy tonight, just like looking outside. But I checked the weather and it did not say anything about a storm. It just was like a little windy. I definitely can hear the wind out there. I don't know if you guys can. But it was like so cloudy when I checked out there earlier. And we've been having awful weather. A mini tornado watch. I really appreciate you guys like being on my live. Just let me know what you like. If you like me just like chatting or like talking about whatever, or if you just like watching me paint, let me know. I will be accommodating. Oh, thank you for whoever sent me the hearts. That's so cute. I love when just like I look over to check like the chat and there's just like little stuff like up on the screen. It's just so cute. I don't know why. I just think it's cute. This log has like so many cracks and crevices in it. This is like one of the reasons I didn't do it before because there's like so much detail, like so many cracks and so much moss. And I wasn't even gonna do it this large. Like when I took the photo, I was planning on doing it on like a regular piece of watercolor paper. I got this paper on a whim because it was on clearance when I was at the art store, and I actually live in the middle of nowhere, so I don't like frequent the art store. So while I was there, I was like, let me get some watercolor paper because I get sent like a lot of um, art supplies to test out for brands, but I don't get sent like a lot of paper, which is fine. Like I don't need like I'm not like complaining. I just think like if I need a supplies, like it's gonna be paper. So I was getting some different things to test out or just to use. I don't know. I sent this giant paper and it was 40% off, and I was like, I could make something very large. And then after I got home, I was like having like purchase regret. I was like, what am I gonna make with this large? Like 40% off or not? It was, like such a waste of money. So I was like committing myself to like think of something to paint on here. And then I went into the snail and I was like, let's make it really large. Let's use the paper. Once I use one piece of it, I'll be like, Lovebug, are you Snapchatting me? I'm still here. BTW just watching TV. Thank you for that. You're so real for that. After I use like one piece of this paper, I feel like my obligation to use it will go away and I can save the rest to use in my future. I really have no obligation to use it. I just like feel like I need to, so I don't feel like I like wasted money on it. It's also amazing to have like different paper size. Not important, just something I did. Oh, okay, sweet. I feel like it's good to have like a bunch of variety of paper size anyway, because like sometimes I accept art commissions, and for some reason when people want commissions, they tend to want like large pieces. You know, that they can hang in their home. Makes sense. Checks out, but like I've never done a commission this large because I've never had. Actually, I have done like large commissions on canvases, but not on like paper. I honestly don't even know if I got commission on the size paper. I don't know how to ship it, which is why I always try and like talk people down when they want a commission to like a more shippable size or like the kind of paper that can roll up, like watercolor paper. I do not think I could like roll this up and mail it, which is another reason why I probably wanted. So cute. Thank you. I'm painting that. That's my small version of it. Probably why I shouldn't be making a giant piece because like I'm gonna have to keep this. There's no way I could sell this. I don't even know how I would scan it to make like prints or something. I had to like figure out how to take a picture of it. But that is just my brain being stuck on like the business side of being an artist. Right, so right now I'm just letting go and letting my brain just be like art part of making an artist. Like I wanted to make this giant snail painting, so I'm doing it. And that's fine because I wanted to do it. I think I wanted to do it. I just like had the thought to do it and then I just started doing it. I did say I was gonna work on one area, but like it's really wet over there, so I just like moving on around a bit. Oh, drop my finger. Oh my gosh, the little gnats from my plants are still here. I thought they all died. I repotted all my plants. I like have a bunch of pothos in here, and I bought a bag of dirt from Walmart to repot them into bigger pots. And the bag of dirt was infested with gnats. I don't know what to do about them, but there really wasn't that many. I say infested, but like there's like 10 gnats in here. That was enough that they were like driving me insane. But now this just seems to be like that one. So thankfully, I don't think they're repopulating. And if they are, I'm gonna be so pissed. If you have any tips to get rid of gnats, let me know. I might not need them, but maybe I will. Okay, this bottom section is actually all mostly log. I don't know why I put so much moss around the bottom. Let me get the big brush back. Yeah, it comes under here. It's just like mostly log on both sides. There's like so much water pooling up in the middle here. I think I just heard like thunder out there. I swore it looked like a storm out there, but the weather was like, no storms in your area. Don't even worry about it. I think that's green. I don't think. Yeah, sure. We'll use the green. The green's kind of nice. I've laid my arm in this giant painting. My arm is green now. It's just really lightless, so it'll just wipe right off. That's one of the main reasons I switched to watercolor like 4 years ago. Is like I used to do oil painting, and it was so high maintenance and so messy. Um, and watercolor is like you can just wash it away with water. I still love oil painting, and I have been considering getting some oil paint and doing like a oil painting for old time's sake. I just wanted that be like an interesting YouTube video, like oil painting for the first time in 4 or 5 years. I did almost exclusively watercolor like the past. Oh, cute, a bunch of cats in a box. Just like, just like these emojis. I love cats. They're so cute. all like the earth tones of this palette are gonna be like all used up, and all like the pretty pastel and shiny colors are gonna be just new forever. Okay, yeah, okay. I thought like this was like all purpley. That last one definitely looks like black. That's where I keep getting black from. Yep, there it is. Okay, let me find somewhere good to put this black paint and then go and put some over here. Oh my gosh, my foot fell asleep. So then I just tried to move it, and you know how like it's like all staticky when you're like trying to move, but you're like laying and it fell asleep. I was sitting on it and I moved it down so that when it falls asleep, it's too late. I keep wandering around because the paper's large and just like it's painting right out of frame. There's really not that much purple in this log. I don't know why I'm going so hard with the purple, but it'll be a good like the undertones are definitely very purpley blue. Let's move back up here somewhere. Oh my gosh. I did an underpainting of the whole piece, and then I zoomed into the middle because I was just going to work on this area. And then I was just correcting over pieces that I had underpainted because I was like, that's not the right color. Why would I put that there? And yep, sure enough, if I zoom back out. Oh my god. Okay. It's okay, we can fix it. Oh my god. Okay, well, watercolor is more versatile than like interchangeable than people need you to believe. We can fix it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. Oh, that's just a paint shirt I have in here that I've been using as a rag like the past week. I'm gonna dump this because I need more green. Every time I made a spill in my sketchbook a mowing challenge, I just like grabbed that t-shirt that I have for. I was supposed to put it on before I paint so I don't get my clothes dirty, but instead I just used it to clean my spills. I'll be back in 2 seconds. The sink is just like. Okay, that is absolutely unbelievable of me, but it's fine. We will fix it. It's fine. So I was right the first time. The bottom is green with moss. So let's put the moss back at the bottom that we just painted over. Lots of layers. Lots of layers. Alright, there we go. Problem solved. Let's move the perspective off a little bit here and there. It's okay though. Alright, let's pick one spot and really just work on one spot this time. I'm not gonna zoom the painting in right. I'm not gonna zoom the picture back in though. Not, at least not right now. I'm not ready for it. I don't do enough large paintings. Like this is like I immediately just want to zoom it back in. I'm gonna zoom it back in. But if I try to do like any huge color blocking, you guys stop me. Okay. I was gonna pick one tiny spot and pick that one spot. No more color blocking tonight. Okay, well, I think this paper is just too small. I'll use that later when I have more details. Yeah. It's okay though. It was more just like I can't believe that I did that, not like a unfixable issue. I don't know if any of you listen to Noah Khan, but he's like his new album is coming out or something, and I've been hearing clips of his song. His songs like all over TikTok and stuff. People using them. It's like trending or something. I don't know. That's so cool. Thank you. But like the unreleased song is just like we're playing in my head like the clip that's viral on TikTok. Thank you. That's nice. I never know how to say to like a compliment, except for like this. Thank you. But I want you to know that I genuinely appreciate it. So I just be like that little heart. Let me know. Someone let me know if it's cringy or if it's fine. Because I've been doing it a lot. I'll be super awkward if it's been cringy this whole time. I just keep doing it. I painted my way right out of frame again. I'm like really focusing on what I'm doing. So let me know if you want me to be like chatting. I'll think of a story or something to say. But I was looking at all like the little places over here. I was like walking in. I've only been live streaming for like 2-ish, 3 weeks. I don't know, I think like 2. And I've already made so many mistakes live. Actually, the Dr. Pepper in my sketchbook, I did that. I did not do that live. I just told you guys about it. But the paint water and I just repaint blocking an area that was correct. That both of those happened live. Just part of the art process. That and it's you guys should turn the paint so you guys can see it. Are you gonna do the snail next? I kind of think I'm gonna wait until like because like the paper out here is really wet. I think I'm gonna wait till like tomorrow's live to do the snail or something because I don't want like the colors from the outside to bleed into the snail. So I'm trying to like get like the details around the snail done so that way when I do the snail nothing is bleeding in. So it's gonna look weird, like all the paint block like all the just background everywhere. Then probably the detail around here so I can do the snail. And then I'll go back out like after I'm done with the snail, I think it'll really motivate me and bring like the piece together to go out and do like all the moss details in the background. That is my rough plan, I think. But it's due to change at any time. Because my painting process is apparently a bit chaotic. I really liked doing the snail in this one though, so I think it's gonna be really fun to do it like a humongous snail. Plus, how I don't paint the snail right now, there's just someplace trying to keep my paint water or not leaving like paint rings around my page. Yeah, but I'll be live tomorrow, same time. I'll probably do the snail, or maybe I'll like start doing the snail a little bit, um, for like a short or like a TikTok or whatever if I have time to work on it tomorrow, and then come finish it up on the live. I feel like the starting process of stuff isn't that interesting on the live, or like just to watch it all. So maybe if I start it a little bit, then like it'll be like a really excellent point, like a really interesting point for everyone to watch tomorrow. Yes, I love snails. What's everyone's opinion on snails? Is it like cute or like a you why am I painting it? Okay, I'll be here. I'll be here for I don't know how long. It's 9:43. Honestly, I'll be here while there's still like as long as there's still like a couple people in here. I'm like feeling tired, but I'm down to keep painting as long as you guys are interested in watching. I really don't know why I decided to make this painting so large. I think it'll probably after I get like a bit more going, maybe after I paint the snail, it'll be coming together enough to stop my doubts. But right now, there's so much going on right here. I feel like I always get a little bit doubtful at the start of a new project. I'm not like I'm definitely still gonna commit to the whole thing. Welcome back. I'm still gonna make a video. I have to make like, or I don't have to anymore, but I'm gonna make a video for them about this. Gravy asked if they could use my videos of using their stuff on their app, which I think is really cool. So I'm gonna make like some videos where they can use it them if they want. Um, but like I am absolutely making a huge mess with this palette. At least they'll be able to tell that I've actually used it. You know, I'm not gonna be like a fake fan. Because I'm making a huge freaking mess. I'm probably not gonna like try and clean it up and make it look nice to make a video because that seems like a weird thing to do. I mean, it's not weird to clean it up if you like it neat, but like this is just how it became while I was painting. I'm not gonna like clean it up to stage like a painting video for their app. I feel like my painting process is a little bit messy, and that's it. That's my only point. Is it's just a bit messy. That's okay. That's why we switched to watercolor paint. 7 my time, or oh okay. Oh wait. Oh my gosh. Okay, your time zone's different than mine. I was like, it's 9:50 here. Close to an end. So you're gonna go to 6:49. So we good. Oh, nice. So that way you watch a full hour or something. Sorry, your time zone being different than mine really threw me off. Yeah. 7 your time, or close to the end of 7, you're gonna start. Got you. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know. That took me so long to decode. Maybe I am a little bit tired, more tired than I thought. That the staying up that 1 week schedule challenge last week really messed up my sleep schedule. I got what you're saying now, though. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much for watching for like a full hour. That's like, I appreciate that so much. And I'll be live all the rest of the week if you want to pop in at any other time. Probably like 8:30 or 9, Wednesday through Saturday. And then on the other days when I don't have that same schedule, I still have been trying to go live like a little bit, even just for like half an hour, show you guys like what kind of art I'm working on or like what I'm working on. Keep you like updated on the days when I don't have my usual schedule. I did that thing again where I'm super zoomed in and it's not too bad though. I can make it work. I don't know why I keep wondering. I don't know why I can't stay in like one area and just paint there. If you weren't here earlier, I did like a whole underpainting and then I zoomed in really close to my picture so I could do the area around the snail super detailed. And then when I was looking at the picture, I was like, oh my gosh, I did my underpainting horribly. Like these are not the colors that are everywhere. And then I color blocked over that area, only to realize I was zoomed in and then had to go back over the areas that I painted over and change them back the colors that they needed to be. And I just sort of did something similar, but it was just with some moss dots, and I was really flexible. I have I kind of want to go look at those moss. I have a light on. I live out in the country. I have a light on in this room. All the moss are like attracted to my like the window over here, like donking against it. You're welcome. I was at one of the lives, the one you were drawing the blue cat, and it was. Oh, okay. So did you get a new account? This cat. That's so fun. Sorry, I didn't recognize you. You have a different name. I don't know. So like I couldn't have expected myself to have recognized you, but I appreciate it. I actually love moss. I'm like so tempted to wander over and stare at my window for a second and see what kind of moss is out there. Oh, I just ran into a fish tank. I have a fish tank in here because I'm building a snail terrarium to go inside my house. So I have a pet snail. But right now the terrarium is empty and sitting right by my desk, and I just scraped my leg on it. Oh, nice. I didn't even know you could change your name on YouTube. That's excellent information. When I chose my account name, I wasn't sure I could not figure out what to name it. But then I was like, well, I'll just use my name. That's like what I have on my Etsy shop. But then I added like a bunch of random numbers. So I always considered like seeing if I could change it. Is this Kane person from, were you in the live when we were talking about Digital Circus? This is a Digital Circus character because I just saw that I was browsing Netflix last night and I saw the show. I didn't watch it, but I'm one step closer to getting up to everyone's speed. I like was watching the preview and I saw the man that was all teeth. And I was like, I'll come back to it later. I need to be in a different mindset to watch this all teeth man. I think teeth maybe kind of freaked me out a little bit or something because I saw that and I was like, I need to loop back around. We'll come back to this. Also, if you had given a suggestion for me to paint on like my last page in that live, I can't remember which live I did those. I didn't forget about everyone's suggestions. I just need to find like a different sketchbook and like sketch out all the characters everyone was interested in. I made a list, I wrote them all down so I wouldn't forget. There's actually a lot of characters. Um, but I'm definitely gonna try and start doing some of them. There was a pretty unanimous consensus for Miku, so I might start with her. And then there was like the Vine Girl from My Hero Academia, Poison Ivy from like the Batman universe, and then a bunch of Digital Circus characters. And then I think some K-pop people were recommended. So I found a good sketchbook for it. Well, I have like a decent amount of sketchbooks, so I can't see like myself buying anymore right now. But I don't have any like standard sketchbooks like this. Like this up and down one I had to buy for the challenge. I have a bunch of squares. I have like almost exclusively square sketchbooks. Oh, I don't know why. Every time I'm getting a sketchbook, I guess I'm just like, yeah, I should get a square one. And I just keep getting square ones. So they're not like the perfect size, but they're like I have one that's like a decently like large size square. Probably like 8 by 8 at least. Yeah, definitely like 8 by 8. So I could fit like characters in there easily. I don't usually draw a lot of characters or like any at all really. So it's gonna be like a little bit of learning like drawing adjustment for me. Sorry about the wrist popping. I know it freaks people out, but I can't stop doing it. Let me know if it bugs you real bad, and I'll try to tone it down. Yep. Also, let me know if it keeps going off frame. Did you draw your profile picture in the new sketchbook? Yes. Okay, I cannot see like what your sketchbook profile or what your oh my gosh, I can't speak. I like can't see what your profile picture is. But I see it's like some sort of character. I can click on after the live, like and go to your page and like look at it. I'll add it to my list. I want to try and prep like some of the sketches for that. Or I just feel like sketching online isn't that interesting for everyone, so I don't just want to like give a sketchbook and sketch everyone's recommendations on here. But if I start to procrastinate it too badly, I will just like sketch them online. So we'll just get going. What is your profile picture? Just because I can't really see it, you just like tell me about it. It looks like some sort of animated character from what I can see, with very large eyes. And there's a bunch of red in the photo. If I'm gonna be working over there a bunch, maybe I'll zoom in so you guys can see. You guys gotta let me know when you're out of frame and you can't see. I'm trying to remember to move it, but I am not remembering enough. Okay, I'm gonna zoom back in because I want to look at a specific spot, and if I mess this up again, I'm gonna be so annoyed. I keep zooming in, and then for some reason like thinking that that's the whole piece, and like clearing areas on the page that don't need to be colored a certain color. If that makes sense. Like so, like the whole frame is like very large. When I zoom in, like the edge of the screen is a different color, so I'm like changing bits of the painting. You have to leave soon because you haven't gotten any notifications yet. And your profile picture is Kane from the Amazing Digital Circus. I thought it was from Digital Circus. Is it the tooth guy I was just talking about? I didn't watch it, but I watched the preview on Netflix, like the little. Yeah, I was recommended a couple Digital Circus characters to paint or draw or whatever, but you guys are just listing them by names, like everyone that was in the chat that day, and I don't know any of the characters, so I was just gonna like look up Digital Circus characters and draw a couple cute ones, like probably that main girl in the hat or whatever. the teeth guy. Oh my gosh. It would be the teeth guy. I was thinking about watching it. I really was. I saw everyone was like, you all were recommending it to me. I saw the teeth guy and I was like, I need to come back at a different time. I need to mentally prepare for this teeth guy. I'm like using so much of this watercolor. I don't know why I chose to do like this humongous painting with like this tiny like to go palette. The colors are just really nice though. And I have like watercolor tubes, I can like fill it back up if I need to like another time. If I'm live for like much longer, I might have to go like grab an ibuprofen. I have like a terrible headache, which is probably why I'm a little bit less chatty than I have been in previous lives. Not bad enough that I need to like go to bed, but bad enough that like um I'll probably accidentally make it worse sitting here like hunchback over my desk with the ring light shining on my eyes. I won't like leave though. I'll just like leave you guys on. I'll just run and grab one if I need one. Oh my gosh, that's my bad. I need to change my peanut butter. Hold on. Sometimes YouTube doesn't notify me. BRB. What are you trying to be notified about? Like, I got confused when you said you hadn't gotten any notifications before. Oh, like that your timer went off or something? Or like a notification from YouTube. Either way, I'll be here whenever you get back. Unless I'm physically gone, like reading an ibuprofen in the other room. Also changing my paint water because it's incredibly green. This piece of moss is kind of shaped like a heart. Oh, nice. Who are you waiting to go live? Like, anyone I'd know? I love that you support so many YouTube lives. That's like very cool. You're welcome to like add their channel or whatever. Or I don't know how you do it. Like, maybe if it's a very interesting live, maybe I'll check it out when I'm off live if they're still on. I have been trying to like. I wanted to watch YouTube lives because like I don't know. I just like starting doing them and having people watch. I thought it was like really cool. I was like, I should start watching more YouTube lives. But I just honestly can't. I don't know where you find them. Like anyone that I've ever found, I like had either had like push notifications on for someone and like notified me, or like I just saw it in like the main like page feed, um, like the big like rectangles, like the home feed, and I just clicked on when it said live, or no, it just had like the little live circle, like while they had a video. I don't know how you like happen upon lives regularly. Hi. I was just explaining that I have no idea how to find lives on YouTube. Like I wanted to watch them, but I didn't have like anyone in particular in mind, and I just couldn't figure out how to watch them. No, you're okay. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. I finished the 1 week sketchbook challenge. I like this snail painting I did in there though. I decided to paint on this giant paper I have, because I'm doing a collab with Gravy, and it's watercolor, and that was the end of it. They were like, here's these watercolors, and then I was like, I should make a giant painting for no reason. They didn't ask me to do that. It was unprompted. You were trying to tween and it looks hideous. What does that mean? Here's our progress so far. I was just trying to, I color blocked the background. It's like an animation. Got you. Okay, I don't do any animation, so I didn't know that. I think animation's so fun though. I did like a color block, like color blocking on the background, and I'm starting with some details around the snail. I did, I zoomed in, like, okay, I did all the colors of the background, and then I zoomed in on my picture, and it looked like, I don't know, something threw me off, and like, I was like, oh, I did all the colors wrong. And I recolored over them, and then I realized it just looked different because I was zoomed in, and I like colored over a bunch of stuff the wrong color and had to like color over it again. So it's been a little bit chaotic. Oh yeah, that's the snow we're painting. That's the size we're painting it. That's, and here's my hand for reference. This paper is humongous. Here's the super cool new watercolor palette I'm testing out. I love, it's supposed to be like a to-go palette, and I'm not using it to go. I'm just making a huge mess with it. But it looks awesome. Here's my incredibly green paint water, and now you're up to date. That's everything you missed. What did we miss? What have you been up to? Animating stuff? Very cool. What are you animating? I'm sure if you keep trying, you'll like figure it out, or like maybe you could like watch a tutorial on YouTube or something to figure out whatever you're struggling with. I'm not gonna be any help on this subject because I don't do any digital art. That's I assume that's what you're animating is some art. It's fun. Hi, it probably is really fun. I just like I know people that do digital art and it looks awesome. I just had traditional stuff, and so that's what I used, and I've just done it so long it's like my thing. Oh, also I'm like making a huge mess. There's tutorials. Yeah, I love YouTube because you can just like catch a tutorial for I am getting quite a bit of paint on this sketchbook back here. Can't be worse than Dr. Pepper though. Nothing's worse than the Dr. Pepper. Ooh, what kind of traditional mediums do you use? Did you animate digitally? Yeah, I mean that makes sense. That's like I understand it. I just don't know anything about it. You just have a pencil? Yeah, I mean you can do like so much with just a pencil though. I love like sketchy art. My problem is like if I'm gonna do something in pencil, like in detail, I don't want to like paint or something over it, so I always just do like really rough sketches so I don't get too invested. Random people at your school kissing, like random people that you see like kissing in the hallway, or like you just pick two people and you're like, now kiss. Because you know, one could just be like still life drawing, like drawing what you see, and the other one is like different. Also, do you know that? Like you say random people, like you just mean like you have no idea who they are. You just draw that way, like you just pick two people, or like they're already there. Because like if they're making out in the hallway, that's not. If you just don't feel like that's on you, you know. But if you're just picking two random people, imagination. You know they say draw what you know, draw what you see. I mean, yeah, I just wouldn't lose that sketchbook at school. I definitely keep that to yourself. Just like I don't know what school rules are like. I don't know. Don't get yourself in trouble. I drew two boys because they were matching clothes. Nice, nice. You just pick people to draw based on like their aesthetics. They don't kiss. You draw them kissing. You're out here like matchmaking. Don't mind me just making the world's shortest pencil. Like you just sharpened your pencil enough that it's teeny tiny, or you're like doing something. You're crafting over there. People used to always like try. Oh, Hudson. Okay, nice. I still have Miku on my like list of people to draw. I've not forgotten. I just need to sketch her out. I don't really draw anime, not because I watch anime, like I'm interested in it. I just don't draw, so it's gonna take me. You did her dirty. Sorry, Miku. It's okay. See, I was just about to say that I was worried about doing Miku dirty too. Um, I don't really draw a lot of anime, or like any, so I'm a bit worried about doing her dirty. I was gonna start with her because everyone had different recommendations, but the one thing everyone agreed on was Miku. All right, have fun, enjoy your dinner. I love that for you. Feel free to come back and rate your dinner. Let us know what it was. We're just nosy and bored over here. Bye. Okay, perfect. Then when I'm going to check your profile picture, I can see the world's smallest pencil. People in school used to always like use those like the manual pencil sharpener like on the wall, um, and try and like make the world's tiniest pencil. I haven't seen like a sharpener on the wall in forever. Oops, I moved over again. I forgot to bring you guys with me. I never know when like it just tells me how many people are in here. I never know how many people are like freshly coming in. So if you have any questions about what's going on or like any questions in general or just anything to say, feel free to ask them in the chat and I'll let you know. I don't just want to keep like repeating what we're doing. I don't want to like annoy. Like if it's just the same people in here, I don't want to just like casually annoy you guys repeating the same stuff over and over again. Hmm, nice. I love tacos. I made no bake cookies today. I don't know if you know what they are. They're like oatmeal cookies, and you make them with like peanut butter, but I'm allergic to peanut butter. So I made it with like sunflower butter and like cocoa powder and oatmeal, and they're so good. That's what I'll be eating when I'm done with the lot. It is kind of nice to like paint on the live without doing the challenge. Because I was so panicky before. I feel like I was like, oh, we still have to do 2 more pages tonight. We have to like speed paint this one. And doing the big painting, like no deadline, no obligation. I'm just kind of like painting around and whatnot with no rhyme or reason. Maybe one very interesting underpainting. There's gonna be so much for me to pick up and work on later when I look back at this in the daytime. The fun part about doing this on live though is like I can see like how it started, and then when it's finished, I can like go back and I don't know, I can like see the start and like how long it was taking and I don't know, I never really appreciate the process of something until I'm like done and then I'm interested in the process. The paper is so long, I'm like holding this right there. Gotta go, see you tomorrow. Okay, see you tomorrow. I'll be live same time, same place. Alright, for everyone else in here, what I'm doing is I painted this 1 week sketchbook challenge last week, and I painted this, which is a photo I took in the woods last year that I really liked but never painted because there was like so much detail, like so much moss and log and detail. I thought it would be overwhelming to paint, but I needed some more art for my challenge, so I just added that one in there. And then I ended up really enjoying making this teeny tiny one. So now I'm doing an absolutely giant version of it, which I didn't need to do. Like I wanted to paint it like I was kind of planning on painting it just like regular paper size, but on a whim I made it giant because I got this giant paper. And then I'm collabing with Gravy. They want to use some of my art on their app, so they sent me a bunch of paints and stuff. This is definitely a to-go palette, and I mean I probably should have taken it out in like the woods and done like some to-go painting with it, but instead I am using it inside, not to go, and making this absolutely giant snail painting. Which to be clear, they did not ask me to do. I just thought was a good idea for some reason. Also, my art shop is relaunching on May 1st, and I'm supposed to be working on that. I'm supposed to be making my listings and getting my products ready, but instead, I am making this giant snail painting. So that's a little bit about what we're doing here. Just getting y'all up to speed. I was gonna work on all my shop stuff today, but I was really working on getting my YouTube video ready for Friday. So I do it tomorrow. I need to get let me brainstorm the tasks I need to do, speak them into existence so I remember to do them. I need to get all the art I have die cut onto sheets so I can do like print like one sheet of each different kind of sticker. I want to drop at least 20 different kinds of stickers in my nail drop. So I need to choose like 20 different pieces of my art. I already have everything scanned. There's a bunch of things that are already die cut. Like lots of work is in progress. It's just like a lot of small little bit of things I need to decide on. Like which ones exactly I should add. And I'm gonna use this purple now. I haven't used this at all. My paint water is really nasty, so I'm probably gonna make it mess it up. So I'll pick like 20 things and then I'll pick like 10 or so, I don't know, to do as like smaller prints. So I need to do like a lot of deciding tomorrow. And if you haven't learned about me in this the weeks I've been doing live now, is I tend to have a little bit of decision fatigue. I'm not the best at like I don't know, like making decisions is overwhelming me a little bit. Like I get overwhelmed. So I have to make all those decisions, and I'm just gonna say right now, I'm making those decisions tomorrow. I'm picking out everything tomorrow. Tomorrow when I come on live, I will have chosen all the designs for my shop pretty much. And then from there, it's really easy. It's actually super simple. I just need to print everything and take a picture of it and then list it. Listing it's not super simple. I mean, it should be super simple. It's really not complicated at all. I just hate doing it. But I can do it at any time. So then it'll really be no problem. I can still get everything done that I need to be done. And paint the snow painting at the same time. love that there's like no one in here right now because I'm gonna say tomorrow, guys. When I come into the live, ask me if I made all the decisions for my shop, and because there's almost nobody in here right now, nobody's gonna remember that I said that, and I can procrastinate it more. But no, I'll hold myself accountable. Um, I'll make all the decisions for my update tomorrow, and I'm not gonna say that I'll print everything. I'll at least make all the decisions. Okay, that's where we're at. Now let's get back focusing on the snail because that's what the people are here for. I started to use this really pretty like lilac-y color here. It's gorgeous. I'm very interested in it. It's doing lovely things for this log. Let's see. Hold on. I need to like look at the perspective a little bit. That comes down here. And then over here a bit. Okay, like just like peeks through the moss a little bit over here. This like giant pieces. It's like throwing me off. I don't usually make such large art. Oops, you can't see me again. That's so sorry. That's oops. I might get off soon, and so I can let this dry and see where we're at tomorrow. I also do kind of want to record like a short or like a small video of this watercolor palette before I make a even bigger mess with it than I already have. Gravy, this brand, they asked if they could use my videos on their app, or my art on their app, or both, I think. And they sent me some products, like this palette, but you know, they knew who I was when they sent it to me. They see my stuff, they know that, they, they know who I am. They should have been expecting this. And, I mean, it doesn't really look bad, just like pretty used. This is the first time I ever used it, but I am starting on like a huge project. Um, I don't think it looks bad. And like some of the colors are still like untouched, so it's fine. And I'm not super worried about appearance or anything. But it was really kind of them to send me stuff, and very cool of them to want to use it on their app. So I should try to make it look nice. But it just looks used. I mean, that's every time I see people making videos about stuff, other products look like brand new, and this is brand new, but like I'm using it, and so it looks used, and it's not like even it's not super messy or anything. It looks used, you know, like that's how stuff looks when you use it. And maybe they like that about me, that I'm not just pretending. I'll just pretend that yeah, they like that, and that I'm you know how when it's like what's that like saying or whatever? It's like when you're doing something different from everyone else, like maybe you're the problem. But I'm gonna look at the other way. Like Gravy's interested in me because I'm doing something different. And by different, I mean making a mess and then just buying it. I feel like I did not bring enough energy to the live today. Like I had so many people coming in, and I was just like distracted and sleepy. I kind of lost everybody. Not everybody, but like I do want to be better at like holding you guys' attention. But it's like it's alive. It's like what I'm doing every second. And like I'm not interesting every second. I'm not interesting most seconds. Just like sometimes I'm doing something interesting. And if you stay tuned for long enough, you'll catch me doing something interesting. Or making a mess. I've been doing that a lot. I still a lot of things in my sketchbook. So I'm pretty interesting sometimes. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm in like because no one's talking. I'm in like that phase where it's like or like that thought process in your head where you're like it's just me, like nobody's actually there. So I'm just saying nothing and like I'm pretty sleepy, so and I'm kind of out of it. So I just be saying stuff. But I forget there's people out there who can hear me and are listening to what I'm saying and not saying anything about it. So it must be a little all over the place. I also don't want to do too much because some people said they were coming back tomorrow. And I'm probably gonna work on it just like a teensy bit during the day, and I don't want it to be like look like a whole new painting tomorrow. Although if it did look like a whole new painting, like a whole like it looked really nice, I bet that would be interesting enough to hold everyone's attention a little bit better. But I did disclose, like, in the beginning, like, because the piece is so big, it's gonna be, like, in the ugly stage, um, for quite a while. I don't really enjoy, like, the name, like, ugly stage, but that's, like, what it's already, like, nicknamed as, and it really gets to, like, the point. You know, like, it's not ugly, but it's, like, in the stage where people, like, it looks like it's not going to turn out, like, super fantastic. It's just, like, looks like kind of blobby and messed up. But that's just, like, you have the blobby layer and then you put the details on the top. And so it just looks sort of ugly, you could say, during a certain point of the painting. Like, this layer with all these blobs. But then when you add the other layers, it comes together. So I guess I don't like the name Ugly Stage, but really it's the title fits for it. Like, it's just convenient because everyone already knows like what like when you say, oh, my painting's at the ugly stage, like everyone already understands what that stage is and what it means. But I think the art is subjective. I don't know. I don't really like calling art ugly. Even I don't know. Could maybe it's just me. Maybe everyone is super fine with the name. But it's we're at the ugly stage, whether I like the name or not, that's like what we're at. And that's just like the blobby color layer before you get all the details in there where it like looks like your pieces are gonna come together. But then after you add all the details on top, it does come together. It's like the stage is very important to the art making process. Cause like if you just go right into I don't even know how you would just go right into like the details. I got this page so dirty somehow. I just started this today. I also my arm is so dirty. Oh yeah. Oh, also I have a tattoo. Yeah, made a huge mess. I keep saying that I'm going to get off and then I get like in an area and I keep working on it. I will put like this green right here and then I think I will get off. Let this all dry and then I'll come back tomorrow work on this one. I honestly think I'm gonna start the snail during the day tomorrow before I go on live. Do like a little video about it. Do a little video about the paint. And I don't know, maybe add something. No, I can wait and do more math detail till I'm on the live. I have loads of time like on the live. It doesn't need to be like out of the ugly stage just to share it with you guys. Like the whole fun part about the live is you guys are like along for the journey with me. Ugly stage and all. Plus, I think once the snail's on there, that's really gonna be like game changer. It's gonna look so good with the snail. Okay, my paint water is unusable. That is a sign we're done for tonight. Well, let me get you guys a better view before we go. It tripod's making some sort of sound. I have a lot on there. It's looking nice. I think like the colors look a bit like out there and vibrant right now. But once I get some more details going in, you'll really be able to see better. Like, it is a really good moss color I have going on back there. Very mossy for sure. But if you like pop in and don't know that I'm making moss, it is kind of just really bright and out there. The paint water is kind of cute, just like right here in the middle of the snail. Yeah, I think I'll do the snail tomorrow before I get on live. Or at least start it, and then it'll look, yeah, I'll finish it on live tomorrow at 8:30 or 9. I think adding the snail is really gonna tie it together. The green is really out there. It doesn't really look like moss yet, so it's kind of, yeah. And then like the log, it really, I don't know, the more I'm looking at the less, there's like almost no brown colors like in this log. It's very purpley, very blue, like a hint of brown, I guess, like a little bit of black in there. There's really not a lot of brown in the log, so I think all the colors that I've used, like all the purples, will really come together and show the log better once we get like just more details. I think I've only been working on this for an hour and a half. I think for an hour and a half, it's looking very nice. Everything's where it should be, and then it was where it shouldn't be, and then we fixed it, it's where it should be again. Yeah, I think it's going well. So I'm excited to work on it more tomorrow. I'm gonna dump this paint water tonight before I forget about it. I'm probably just gonna, yeah, there's like, I really have to commit to finishing this piece because there is nowhere for me to put, like, close up this big book. I guess right back where it came is fine, but like while it's wet, I can't close it up. But like when it dries, I could close it up and put it away, I guess. It just, the big sketchbook was sitting on my easel. But like while it's wet, like it takes up my entire desk, and there's like, no, there's like, it takes up the whole desk, and there's like nowhere to put it else to dry while it's wet. It'll be like in the way no matter where I put it, so I really have to commit to finishing it. But I just started it an hour and a half ago, so we're making excellent progress for an hour and a half. Honestly, I feel like I could have this done by the end of the week. If I'm going live Wednesday through Saturday, so that's Wednesday's today, Thursday, Friday. Like, I probably could have it done by the end of the week. I don't know if I'll rush myself. Maybe I'll work on it a little bit next week too, because I do kind of want to do some of your guys' recommendations, or at least start them, or like see which ones you're the most interested in. Like who comes back and like checks on their request. So like I'll for sure start with Miku probably because everybody loves Miku, and then we'll probably the people who come back and like I remember their requests because they're here. I'll probably like work on those a bit, and then if I don't know if we have more time, I'll work on the other requests I got. Anyways, yeah. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Yeah, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.